up? I'm Marjack79 here. We are back again today with our first action figure review of 2025. Welcome. We are doing an SS Figuarts figure of Vegeta from Dragon Ball Daima. Very excited to get this figure in. Usually on Fridays we do our episode review of Dragon Ball Daima, but as most of us should know at this point, they are on holiday this week, so figured why not go ahead and get this review of this Vegeta mini out of the way. So got him in the package here. Comes with the 3 additional face sculpts, the folded arms, multitude of hands, the small minifigure itself. Obviously we know that due to the wish made on the dragon that Vegeta was brought down to first grader size, and that's why he is this size. So similar to the Goku figure, I'm very excited about how this is going to turn out. I have high hopes for him. So we have the super modeling, super style, heroic action, super action. A lot of posability on this side to the top, to the bottom. All right, my friends, let's crack them open. Let's get started here. All right, my friends, and now we're back, and now we have our Vegeta mini out of the package, and he, like the Goku, is extremely tiny. Had to finagle this camera around a lot just to actually get him into focus. But once you do that, it comes out good. Face sculpt, very clean, very crisp. Like the Saiyan armor, the blue comes out good. I really like the yellows and the whites. Everything comes out crisp, man. It really does. Turn him to the side here. Kind of has a little bit of a balancing issue. Gotta make sure that you turn the feet and the ankles correctly to make sure this guy stands up properly. As you see, I mean, just my fingertip is like the same size as his head, man. That's how small he is. But still like him though. Really enjoying his character in the show, so gonna be a bit biased. You spin him to the back here. See the definition of the Saiyan hair. The outfit here still comes out good. And then that's it for the figure. So he does come with an extra airflowy hair sculpt as well, so that comes out good. This would be like if he is flying through the air. Gonna have that wind effect. Comes out good. The 3 extra face sculpts. The smiley face, screaming face, gritting teeth face. We do have some folded arms. If y'all follow my channel, y'all know I usually skip going over the folded arms because I very rarely use them anyway. So probably going to be the same case here, but you know, cool that they decided to include them. We have some Ki Blast hands, some more Ki Blast hands. This is the Gallic gun for sure. And this is just your standard Ki Blast hands. And then we have some Kung Fu hands. It comes out good, man. So okay, for a more a standard height comparison, let's pull out this regular Vegeta here. And then let's back up our camera so I can just show just how small this guy is. So as you can see, very, very tiny figure. I mean, he might be like 2-3 inches at the most tall. So yeah, one more high comparison, then we'll go through the articulation. He's the same size as a 2.5-inch Mario and a 2.5-inch Jack-specific Sonic. So that definitely, in my opinion, puts it into perspective on how little these figures are. That's why a lot of people was having such an issue with the $35 retail price point. That is a little bit egregious, in my opinion. Doesn't matter how much we love Dragon Ball. It's a little expensive, especially me, because I ended up paying like, I think like $45 for him on eBay. So yeah, this definitely puts into perspective, definitely an acquired taste if you want to add these to the collection. And they're a little bit expensive. Maybe like a $25 price point would be more liking to make more sense. But yeah, definitely this high comparison should put it into perspective on how little they actually are. Okay, now let's run through their articulation here. Head, tilt to the left, tilt to the right. It's on a weird, very long neck peg that was actually disassembled when I first pulled him out of the package, but luckily he wasn't broken. He was easily reattached, so rotate. See, as you can see, that just pops right out as soon as I tried to rotate it. So, like I said, a little bit weird. So let's just stick that back on here. So I don't know if it's broken or defective, but I'm having a very hard time just rotating the head 360 degrees. Yeah, like I can't rotate it 360 degrees. Like it pops right off. You look to the left, look to the right. As soon as I try to rotate this thing to the right, that head pops right off. It's terrible. It's a terrible design. Either mine is defective or just a terrible design choice. That is a shame. Okay, moving on here. You can push the shoulder a bit forward. Am I just making that up? No, I'm not. You can push it forward slightly, push it backwards, rotate it 360 degrees. No bicep swivel. No elbow swivel at all. Can it be pushed inwards? Yeah, it can be pushed inwards. There you go. Push that back out, up, wrist, rotate 360 degrees. Goku already has miles better articulation. Like, I was shocked at how good the Goku articulation was. Vegeta did not get the same treatment, unfortunately. Down, up. That head is driving me crazy though, man. Torso rotation 360, tilt, and tilt. Ab crunch, ab back crunch, leg, kick forward, kick backwards, knee all the way back. As you can see, out, ankle, in, toe, in. Thigh cannot rotate 360. It'll be shifted slightly to the left and to the right. Ankle down, up, tilt to the left and the right. Also, the ankle cannot rotate 360 degrees. Head, so let's pull this off. If we want to switch out a face sculpt, it's pretty standard. Grab it by the ear. There you go, like such. Then take another face sculpt, line up all 4 pegs. Slide that in properly. Or if you want to take the new head sculpt here, make sure you line it up properly, right? Simply plug that in there. And then if you want to switch it out, just take that, line it up, and plug her in. I'm very curious if this can rotate. Let's make sure it's all the way in though. Can this rotate? No. So I don't know, maybe it's just the standard. So because this one cannot rotate 360 degrees either. It pops right out when I try to force that rotation. So to the left and to the right, and that's all you get, man. So we want to pop out a hand. Pretty self-explanatory. Just boom, pops right out. Make sure you grab the right side and just take that, plug that in there like such, and there you go. Comes out good. Okay, let's get some poses going on here and try to finagle some profitability out of this figure here. All right, pose 1. This is an iconic Vegeta pose. This is a simple final flash, even though he really has yet to do the technique in the actual show. It's probably my favorite Vegeta pose, so comes out good. Really liking that. Swim to the side here. We went with the wavy hair factor. Comes out good. Easy for him to get his hands together with the bicep articulation, so I like it. And with that, easy transition from the final flash pose into the Gala gun pose. Just turn your hips a little bit to the left, fold the hands back up there. Pretty simple, man. So really liking that as well. Standard key blasting pose always comes out good. Okay, can't beat that. These are your most basic Dragon Ball poses though, so I mean, if they can't do that, then come on now. But I like it, comes out good. Flight kicking pose, kind of angle that up, give him that iconic Vegeta kicking pose there, and kind of angle him a little bit more down if you want to have him kind of flying down with the kick, or you can have him going up with the kick. It kind of works in both ways. Obviously, you need a stand for this type of pose, but a little bit more of your fancy Dragon Ball pose here comes out good. It's kind of, the articulation is there, it just has some issues, and like I still say, it's not as good as the Goku, but at least you get your basic figure arts articulation to most likely get the kind of pose that you really want to get. So it's there, he just gotta finagle with him a little bit. And then for our final shot, let's get him posed up with our boy Goku here, the Saiyan brethren, together once again forever. Ultimately, I am happy to have these two figures. The Vegeta, like I said, not the best by any stretch of the imagination. His articulation for that neck could have been better. Shoulders is a little bit lacking. That thigh lack of rotation, a little bit lacking as well. Could have been a little bit more crisp on the face as well, as I'm comparing him to the Goku, at least on some of the facial sculpts here. But, for the 45 I paid for him and him being one of my favorite characters in media, it is what it is. The Daima direction that SH Figuarts is going right now, I'm not that thrilled about it. I am enjoying the show. I wish they would focus more back on Z, like the Cell saga, the figures that were missing from that, and the Majin Buu saga. I wish they would focus back on the Buu saga, hopefully sooner rather than later. Kid Buu, Baby Vegeta, so on and so forth. Also, with the other elephant in the room, we all know that the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta is coming as well. Are they going to do that figure separate from the regular Super Saiyan Vegeta, or is that going to be two different figures? Obviously, I'm going to get it, but I would love it if they include a Super Saiyan head and a Super Saiyan 3 head together within the same package. We already know that a Super Saiyan Goku is coming. We know they're going to include the Super Saiyan 1. I'm hoping they do a Super Saiyan 2 head for Goku. Because, Super Saiyan 3 Goku hasn't been revealed in Daima yet, but we know he's going to be coming by the end of the series. It's just, don't release all these different versions of these characters in separate packaging, but we know how they do. It's just how they do, how Figuarts does now to make as much money as possible. It sucks, but it's good business properties. It is what it is. It sucks for the consumer, but I get it. It is what it is. Okay, I think that's gonna do it. Do I recommend this figure? Yeah, if you're a fan of the show. I keep asking myself if I want to add the Piccolo to the collection. I think I need to see a little bit more fighting from this version of Piccolo, the Piccolo Mini. I don't think I'm ready to add him just yet. I know a lot of people have already gotten him in and reviewed him. Y'all know how I do. I have to feel a specific passion towards the character before I just blatantly add him to my museum. That's all it is to it. And what we've seen from Piccolo so far in this show, I need a little more. Maybe after a few more episodes, we'll see a little bit more and we'll go ahead and add them. So we'll see, man. So, okay, let's go ahead and let's add these figures to the museum and we will begin to close out here. All right, man, and now we are back and now we have our Vegeta and Goku minis officially added onto the main shelf. Somehow I was able to fit them on in this little spot beneath SS4 Goku and SS4 Vegeta. I like it. It comes out good, especially how people like to compare GT to Daima. I was like, why not? Let's just do it. Screw it. Here we are. So, like I said, I'm happy to have these figures added onto the collection. I'm really enjoying the show. If you've been watching my weekly breakdowns of each episode, you would already know that. But, when it comes to an action figure standpoint, they're definitely not my favorite figures by any stretch of the imagination. And I think they're too expensive. Do I think they're must-haves? No, absolutely not. Do I think all of these are must-haves? The vast majority of them, yeah. But it is what it is, man. Like I said, I'm still not sold on the Piccolo yet. 9 times out of 10, I'll probably go ahead and add them. It is January, so I'll need the content to kind of filter out the month anyways. So, if I got to fill it with something, it may as well be with another Dragon Ball figure, right? So, there we are. So, okay, man, as always, if you enjoyed the video, do me a favor, hit that like button. I'd really appreciate that. If you are into Dragon Ball, Z, GT, Super, or Daima, especially from an action figure standpoint, you know you're in the correct spot. I tend to review at least 90% of the SR's Figuarts figures. So, as always, you can follow me at youtube.com/marjack79. Make sure you can subscribe. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Make sure you follow me on those social media platforms as well. As always, thank you guys for the support. First action figure review for 2025 is in the bag, and plenty more where that came from, and just going to go down the pipeline. So, alrighty, I will see y'all on the next one. I'll catch y'all later.